All right, and we are back. 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 Welcome. All right, and we are back. And today we're back with another reaction video. And this one was actually recommended to us by a viewer whose name will be somewhere around here. And today we're actually going to be reacting to a Harry Mack and Contra freestyle. This is going to be a fun one. I saw a few people like the comment, a few people recommended it. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get into it. I thought Contra was one person when I first saw the comment. But just looking at the thumbnail, this seems to be a group of individuals. So I think this is going to be a fun one. I really do like the whole back and forth between multiple rappers. You know, I've always been a big fan of D12 and, you know, obviously, Method and Red, all the fun stuff. You know, you ever listen to like some Eminem when he's like the second person on a verse, like with Royce the 5'9" or Dr. Dre or you know, pretty much anybody. It really goes in every time. So yeah, guys, with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. You literally never know what I'm going to put out next. And also, if you haven't already, if you're watching this video, but you, for some reason, haven't subscribed to both Harry Mack and Contra, I'm going to go ahead and need you to do that. Link will be in the description below. So make sure you go check them out. And yeah, with that being said, do want to thank you guys. We did hit the 1K, so I do want to thank everybody who's been watching these, all the new subscribers, all the day ones. I know who you are. I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and now we're on the road to bigger and better. And yeah, with that being said, also make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. More importantly, subscribe, or else YouTube. Yeah, they are still doing it. I have signed the contract. So if you don't, they will come through that door right over there. And they will. Harry Mack, Contra, freestyle rap.
So I normally close this thing out with some bars.
Hold on now. We got to make sure that come on now. What is this doing? 306. Who watches 360p? Come on, brother. And wait, does Harry Mack have a podcast? I thought this was going to be like a radio interview. Does Harry Mack have his own podcast? I've been out of it, brother. I need to start watching some more Harry Mack because I didn't know he had his own podcast.
So I normally close this thing out with some bars, but I got like some of the illest MCs in the game here with me right now. Yeah. Like, you guys want to, no pressure. Y'all want to spit something though?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. How you want to do it? Y'all, we can run it down the line. Go ahead. Let's see. I lurked inside a casket, rehearsed until my live show is mastered. My verses go beyond the Bible chapters. I push collection plates past the pastors and feed the masses. Apartment 505 don't even need an address. It's mental. It's monumental. Better mind your mental. Gotta drop game since the pros forever confidential. Though my name, the rah-rah, was never my initial. Moved official until we blew like flag whistle. Past body tissue, I work into the bone gristle. These niggas plain and them hoes that flown with you. Keep your magazines, I got my own issues. I write wrongs, we write songs with you. 1, 2, mic check, the bill alone convince you. Got the credential, could fill a womb with a lot of potential. Was in a room with 4 niggas, divided the rent through. All that we been through, made it sharp, swift as a Ginsu. I gripped the pencil, impatient, trying to rewrite creation. Spitting dope, shit could provoke a junkie's imagination.
You know what? This is cool. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like this needs a beat over it. Like, I know this is a Acapella Cypher, but his rhymes specifically, I feel like his rhymes need beats over it, or else this is getting into some, like, you know, lyrical, miracle, spiritual type stuff here. So again, I'm not trying to sound like a hater or nothing, but I guess this specific, like, I need to hear the next person now. I like it. It's cool. Like, if I'm wearing like my dashiki and I'm in my Hotep's phase right now, you know, sometimes I'll be going through that. Sometimes I'll be feeling real Hotepish. So it's like, you know what? I get it. I understand it. But also, I'm like, in like a more. I'm not in that mood at this moment.
I'm with
Let's
the
hear
coach and this
somebody
type
else.
of dope on imagination. Come on, look. Because I remember thinking out the box we was living in. Plot for some dividend. Roach rat was sickening. Still
Okay.
kept sticking and moving, they fidgeting. Stuck in our predicament, stuck together like sibling. Siamese twinning, we stuck to this hip into the hop. We jump, skip your shit. We ain't listening. Much
Okay.
repetition when everybody is mimicking. All day y'all say blah, 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 yet again. And again, Oh, well, call it a humpback, but don't call it a comeback. That would imply that y'all done done that. Don't do that. This shit is fly. They probably run back like who that, then testify. Coast Contra. Yes, it's chip off the old block, not Tetris. The RAS is worldwide respected. We moving through your block like mailman with message. Envelope with mic check it. Yeah.
See, I started liking his flow more towards the end. I think he really started getting more into his bag after I made that comment. Let's be honest here. I'm not going to take full, credit for that, but I will say I do feel like he started getting into his bag a little bit more into the flow. That I feel like once his flow switched out a little bit, that's why I started really being like, okay, like no offense, everything he said was great. Like he was doing flows. I guess his flow at the moment wasn't for me, if you know what I mean. So I want to hear the next guy. I can't wait. I think this is going to be good, though.
Okay. I see you.
All right.
You look like he cooking.
Coast to coast with wild kicking that flavor. Back before the glow, the shit been major. From 1973 till infinity, I paint a picture so fresh you smell it like graffiti. If I ever take a break, it's to let the poppers break. From the beach to the streets, we in tune with the elements. Hip hop, represent. Fresh to death, we live, please come again. En cualquier idioma, you could tell your friends I start where they end. Now, let me begin. Dial in the name, bringing like ears now. We here now, fly, need a lid now. If I land, it's to tear the game down. I wasn't tripping before, but I don't care now. Put your hands up, this a shakedown. Give me all you got. Watch out for these rappers spin. Baby Potter talking about his dope when the real product is the coast. We here with Harry Mack, the livest podcast. Tell them rappers to bring it back. I got the shades on for your protection. My vision bright. Feel like Scott from X-Men.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I feel like they definitely, acapella just wasn't the option for, maybe I'm just not in the mood for acapella right now. That might just be it. But also I kind of liked his last verse, like the whole, like, the Cyclops bars. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's really about mostly it. He made it quicker. He just kind of went in, set, got a few flows off, and then dipped out with a good one at the end. I respect it. I think that's the way to go.
That shit, come on.
Also, this is Off the Dome, ladies and gentlemen. We can't, don't forget that this is like off the dome, no mistakes on their part, great rhymes. Again, music is like subjective, which means that if I am not the biggest fan of it, doesn't mean that it's not incredible. That's just is what it is. Music is subjective, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fine.
I said, niggas always ask, am I my brother's keeper? Fuck you think. Shit get messy when you switch the team up. Forever kick it with my boys like we playing FIFA. See, the goal is to get painted next to Mona Lisa. Look at us, we kings. Look at how they treat us. Remember, we were serving shrimp and grits to Queen Latifah. We still serving food for thought, but had to run the fee up. Acting like that they ain't see us, now they want to be us.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, mic check. From coast to coast, I come to show who is the best. If you don't know, well, now you know. Don't sleep on flows, we'll drown you out. This is no threat. I bring the pain, I bring the shame to rappers' names who claim to fame. Please come correct. Around the globe, around.
Now, I will say, I feel like I enjoyed his acapella flow before he switched up the style just now. What he's doing right now, in my opinion, feels like it's better, again, when it's on a beat. Because when you hear his voice switch up and also the beat switch up, and then it works so well together. Like, I can imagine all these guys, if this had any beat underneath it, like, I feel like I would be losing my mind right now. Like, I feel like I'd be jumping up and down because the flows are great. The rhymes are great. I just feel like I'm like, I just feel like vocally, like when I hear this sound go into my ear, I'm like, it feels like it's missing something, and I know what it is. It's the beat, in my opinion. That's just me. Some people love acapella freestyles. You know what? I think acapella freestyles are great, but I feel like acapella freestyles are like, you got to keep your vocals to one like pace when you're going through it, or else it can kind of switch it up. And some people, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I just feel like his, when he switched up the flow, the way he's flowing, it affects the way it sounds to me, and I'm not loving it as much.
We go, Texas sold out shows how we connect. Can you hear me? Come with more, drive in the Hemi. Reaching for the crown like, gimme. Y'all should win an Emmy for lying in all of your rhymes, confusing the minds for people to find the truth inside of their city. We go above and beyond with every line with witty designs. We helping the few from the many.
Let's go.
If you know this hip hop.
See, this is a way better. Listen to this flow. Like, I'm going to play this again because I really want you guys to understand where I'm coming from with this. Like, watch from where he starts and then the middle part and then how he goes back into what he was doing before.
Always asking, my brother's keeper. Fuck you think. Shit get messy when you switch the team up. Forever kick it with my boys like we playing FIFA. See, the goal is to get painted next to Mona Lisa. Look at us, we kings. Look at how they treat us. Remember, we were serving shrimp and grits to Queen Latifah. We still serving food for thought, but had to run the fee up.
Guys, bar after bar after bar, and it's like well put. Like when you put that flow with it, and then you add the bars. Honestly, it barely even matters what you're saying as long as you could flow it like he's flowing it right now. He could have been saying rice and grits equals twice the many bits. I don't even know, but it would have flowed if he would have said something like that. And it's just, in my opinion, when he goes into the other flow state, it switches this up. You see how powerful this is right now. Now listen.
Acting like the they ain't see us, now they want to be us. Okay, 1, 2, mic check from coast to coast. I come to show who is the best. If you don't know, well now.
See, if there was a beat there, that would have been different. But that just came out of almost nowhere. There was no like warning for that one. That was like just getting slapped in the face with that just now, is what I'm saying. But that's
Now don't sleep on flows, we'll drown you out. This is no threat. I bring the pain, I bring the shame to rappers' names who claim to fame. Please come correct. Around the globe, around we go. Texas sold out shows how we connect. Can you hear me? Come with more, drive in the Hemi. Reaching for the crown like, gimme. Y'all should win an Emmy for lying in all of your rhymes, confusing the minds for people to find the truth inside of their city. We go above and beyond with every line with witty designs. We helping the few from the many. Because if you know this hip hop shit, it got the power to save all of us here. That's what we do on this coast.
Let's go.
Sir, that flow switch was fire, bro. 100%.
I said,
Hey, again, that was just my opinion on it, guys. He said it was fire, though.
nightmares of niggas thugging through the night. In the dark, moving too fast, the agile type. They running from the light. I'm
Okay.
running for my life.
Okay.
Cause shit get wild. Daybreak make those mornings feel more fragile. Wake up. Thank God life fit in my size.
Okay.
Living large, but play it small like I'm a regular guy. Word to the wise, man. Some niggas gon' hate him. My reply, fuck it. No response. What they gon' say? Probably some of this, some of that, more of this, and a lot of cap, lot of bullshit. Back when I was young, still innocent, my 5th grade teacher picked me shit. No resemblance. She was Catholic. Always making me repent. And she called me a nigga. Mama, check that bitch. Now, you might be thinking some Alabama mayhem shit. Street picnic, foldable chairs, knuckle sandwiches. Fuck up the school, fuck up they sue us for the damages. But real life wasn't as glamorous. Nah. She looked at me and said, we all good, but I told her shit could be misunderstood. That's when the shit got live. I said, it's cool. I shucked up my pride and everything moved. Now, I look like this. I say,
Real storyteller right here. Real, I can't think of the name off the top of my
look
head.
like this. I grew up off a Monday night raw in the pizza box. Domino's was cheap. Papa John wasn't seen a lot. Mama fed the family, stretching the dough, grappling sanity. Only few men I know who could beat the rock. Mom told me keep your flow sharpened. My arteries pump ice, so I am the Stone Cold Austin. I answered God, didn't know him. He was cold calling, seeking me for service like a phone problem. Look at the passion I project. Never asked for my respect. I had a lot of comebacks in my life. The Lazarus effect. About time, my foot on the neck.
Hold on. Hold on now. Whoa. y'all probably already caught that. I gotta hear that again. The Lazarus effect? I gotta hear the setup for that.
Family stretching the dough, grappling sanity. Only few men I know who could beat the rock. Mom told me keep the flow sharpened. My arteries pump ice, so I am the Stone Cold Austin. I answered God, didn't know him. He was cold calling, seeking me for service like a phone problem. Look at the passion I project. Never asked for my respect. I had a lot of comebacks in my life. The Lazarus effect. About time, my foot on their neck. Nah, I don't mind it. That wasn't for respect. That's a friendly reminder. The industry wasn't my definition of success. They screamed all and still ain't got the best man yet. Taj Austin. I've been in the man. Labels want to sign him. Give him in advance. That's what they offering the kid like Abraham. They don't recognize. God got a different plan. Taj Austin. Right. Let's speak facts. Main ones to socialize won't speak back. But if you gonna kill a nigga, do it on the track. How the fuck the coach is supposed to stay preserved if we don't keep it rap? Coast Contra.
Let's go. I'm gonna be honest. The moment he started spitting for real, and I feel like his flow was consistent from the beginning. Like he understood it and just went in. And I don't know. There's something about this. At the moment where he starts mentioning God calling him, it just felt like that's when the rhymes just started really flowing like crazy. Like it sounded like it was just going insane from that exact part. And I really need to hear that again. This is actually insane right now.
God didn't know him. He was cold. My arteries pump ice. Only few.
I'll listen from
Papa John wasn't.
this.
I grew up off a Monday night raw
Right
in
here.
the pizza box. Domino's was cheap. Papa John wasn't seen a lot. Mama fed the family, stretching the dough, grappling sanity. Only few men I know who could beat the rock.
Also, the wrestling bars on top of wrestling bars. Grappling dough. I don't know who could beat the rock. Got Stone Cold in my. Come on, brother. He made like 5 wrestling references just there. That's insane.
Mom told me keep the flow sharpened. My arteries pump ice, so I am the Stone Cold Austin. I answered
Stone
God,
Cold
didn't know him.
Austin.
He was cold calling, seeking me for service.
Answer God. He was cold calling, seeking me for service.
It's like a phone problem.
Like a phone prop. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Like, literally listen to this one more
Mom
time.
told me keep the flow sharpened. My arteries pump ice, so I am the Stone Cold Austin. I answered God, didn't know him. He was cold calling, seeking me for service like a phone problem. Look at the passion I project. Never asked for my respect. I had a lot of comebacks in my life. The Lazarus effect. About time, my foot on their neck. Nah, I don't mind it. That wasn't for respect. That's a friendly reminder. The industry wasn't my definition of success. They screamed all and still ain't got the best man yet. Taj Austin. I've been in the man. Labels want to sign him. Give him in advance. That's what they offering the kid like Abraham. They don't recognize. God got a different plan. Taj Austin. Right. Let's speak facts. Main ones to socialize won't speak back. But if you gonna kill a nigga, do it on the track. How the fuck the coach is supposed to stay preserved if we don't keep it rap? Coast Contra.
Let's go. Hey, brother. Hats off to you. Hey, shout outs to this guy right here. I don't know if he the leader, but shout outs to this guy. I want to hear. I gotta hear them on a track because I feel like it's almost like because I feel like my criticisms, or not even criticisms, just my opinions of their raps would have been dramatically different on a beat versus in this situation. One, they're freestyling, so it's not like I'm getting like these are the very best bars they ever had in their lives. You know, there's no prep to this, there's no beat to this. This is kind of like rapping at one of its most challenging levels, not even just for the rapper themselves, but this is for like even just for like the listener. If you really think about it, like acapella rapping or acapella music is probably one of the most difficult types of music to listen to as a listener, just because every other type of music incorporates the beats. And sometimes it's like there's songs that, if you're taking that one aspect away, there's not even like some type of like drum or something, like nobody's doing like making like boombox effects on in the background. Like this is straight up nothing but just, this is almost like poetry at this point. This is spoken word at this point. So that's what I'm saying. It's for musically, it's one of the most challenging things. Not like it's bad, but it could be a challenging thing for a listener to hear because it's so different than every other form of music, if you know what I mean. Like it is it's different in that aspect, and that aspect is super important. You know, I guess in my opinion, the second most difficult would probably be like if you're just listening to the beats. Like it's nothing but a beat. I forgot what the instrumental. If you're just listening to an instrumental and then it's like, okay, obviously that's how orchestras are and everything like that. So there's examples of that. This is pretty much, in my opinion, like spoken word. Like, because if you really listen to spoken word, a lot of times it goes like a rap. It is kind of like rapping to no beat. It's pretty much, that same thing. But I'm pretty sure even they still use beats sometimes. They still have something to make sure that they know that they on pace. They snap, they do all the stuff. So again, shout outs to these guys. I want to make sure to clarify how difficult it would be to pull this off. I can't do it. I'm not great at rapping, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm just coming off here as like I'm not a fan of them. So far, I appreciate everything they've done. I just feel like I would love it way more if I heard a beat on top of this.
He's stupid.
Hey, good look, man.
Bro's waiting on that. Bro's waiting on that dap for a minute. Look at this. Like how he had his hand out that far. That's just funny. That's just kind of like you didn't expect him to dap him up first type move. But yeah, we're
I'm gonna do something off the top. So can I get a word from each of you guys?
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh, you should.
You go this way.
He should have gave them a word.
What we doing? We're gonna do it like this.
Coast.
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 Got to. Let's get it.
All right, architect.
Contra.
Architect. Hell yeah.
Microphone.
Microphone.
Okay. Acid.
Acid.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Coast, architect, microphone, and acid.
Yeah.
Those are the words. We good?
Okay.
All right. Yo. When it come to bars, they know I'm doing the most. I built up the skills, so I brag and I boast. My techniques on the mic is ferocious. When I bust and I rep for the coast. Mack really in it. I prove that I'm blessed. I span coast to coast from the east to the west. Anywhere we at, y'all know I be swelling with pride. Cause over dope instrumentals, I coast and I glide. I take it to another plane, y'all know the deal. I'm never faking when creating, I be flowing for real. When it comes to off top, I ain't heard nobody harder yet. Still they want to bite the blueprints cause Mack's the architect. Take it to another level. Y'all know I'm really on that killer route. I'm the architect, now watch me build a house. I mean, over these beats, you hear my sound racing. To build a home, you gotta lay the proper foundation. That's all the freestyles y'all did before, never. Years of putting work in to build the skills that's clever. So
See, in this, I guess this goes back into what I was saying before with what Harry Mack is doing is what the previous guy just did, which is you maintain the same flow state like throughout the entire rap, and it comes off easier for an acapella. Again, when you add beats to it, there's so much more you can do with the beat on top of the beat, over the beat, ride the, you can go against it, go with it. There's so many things you could do because there's a beat there. That's why this is more challenging, on their side, but that's also kind of what you got to do, have your own metronome, if you will, which is maintaining the same pace throughout it.
by the time y'all came out, you was ready for the moment. So when you put that vid out, y'all could all truly own it. Hey, yo, we get it popping. I'm the architect of skills. I'ma pull the hammer out. It's time for Mack to build. Matter of fact, these other cats, they done forgot more. I'ma keep on building till I'm lamping at the top floor. Cause changing the game forever, that's what I've been about. I'm elevating till I'm way up at the penthouse. In fact, my lyrics gon' stay true. I'ma elevate to peak of Everest. Either that or it's K2. Breathing with the Sherpas, the industry's #1 worker. The dopest freestyler that they heard of. And y'all know that I never been no type of clone. I get hype when I'm rocking on this microphone. Yeah, I like the way that Mack is wrecking bars. I said I stay plugged in to the XLR. Yeah, if you step to me, then it may be fatal. Back of my neck got the XLR matrix cable on some I know freestyle. Popping up, I'm ready. Rhymes that I kick off the dome are too heavy. Yeah, and y'all know I be making guys panic. Cause even on condenser mics, my flow is dynamic. Peep the way that I'm maneuvering. With the shotgun mic, I shoot my shot. When I start to get hype, I do it better than the rest. I be way above the average.
I feel like he's making them want to start flowing again. I can see it in their face. I feel like they want to start adding into it,
Got
and
these
that's
other
what's
rappers
up.
tripping out like acid tablets. That's what they telling me. Swelling with jealousy. I hit like LSD. I be something like the acid tabs. How I got them really vibing. If it wasn't that, I guess they tripping off the psilocybin. Mack is something like peyote. Around the whole entire planet, man, I know they about to know me. I'm sitting here with 4 of the livest guys. I'm packing bars in like 505. About to get it poppin'. Yo, I said what I meant. I'm serving food for thought. This just my 2 cents.
Let's go.
Y'all, each time we connect, these bars I'm spitting off the top, you know they live and direct. Yeah, and we will stay immune to the vultures, staying independent and taking care of the culture. Doing it the way it's meant to be done. Futuristic, this is 22nd century, son. I'm coming from a different era. Mack is from the future. Open up my skull, it's not a brain, it's a computer. I'll be doing something different. My bars are absurd. I gotta thank y'all for all of those 4 words, but many more words. The whole podcast was fire. Thank y'all for coming through and leaving us inspired.
Coolie Boys. Coolie Boys.
Crazy.
Hey, that was good.
Phenomenal.
Hip hop, man. Hip
That was
hop.
a moment.
That was
a
tough.
moment.
That was tough.
That's a moment.
Such a moment.
Thank you so much for having us up here, dog. For
Bro,
real.
anytime, man. It's my absolute pleasure. Blessed to have you guys in the place. My favorite episode so far, man.
Oh, man.
Let's go, man.
Salute,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Salute.
Yup.
Hey, I like that. Now, again, I feel like, I guess I've said it so many times during the video, but I really want to hear these guys on a beat. So I guess I'm going to be doing a Coast Contra song. Guys, if you could recommend any Coast Contra music that I should be listening to, please go ahead and recommend it in the comments down below. Harry Mack on this one, I feel like he did pretty good. You know, obviously it's Harry Mack, best freestyler I can think of. You know, the one guy on here, I will say, the guy who went right before Harry, he kind of flipped the whole switch on this whole video for me. Because before I was like, I feel like I'm just going in a little bit too much because of like a personal preference type of thing. Like, I don't think that I think these 3 guys specifically can all rap and rap at an extreme level. I think that they can rap at a very high level. I think obviously they're professional rappers. I like the bars. The flows, you know, and because it was a cappella, I feel like it just wasn't all the way there for me. And that's unfortunate because I want to say that this was like the best freestyle between 5 guys that I've ever seen. But unfortunately, I gotta say this is probably one of the best. This is the best a cappella freestyle between 5 individuals that I've seen like in 10 years. But, you know, I just feel like once the 4th guy came through, I was like, his flow is consistent. He went longer, and he was like, everything he said was like a bar after bar after bar. And that's also what Harry Mack did. So it was like those 2, for what this was, really flipped the switch for me. But again, I see the potential of the other 3 as being like, if I heard these on a beat, then I would immediately be like, yo, this is dope. Like, I can see it already. I could see the whole thing of like, yo, especially this 3rd guy right here. Like, when the 3rd guy started rapping and it was like, okay, I like his flow. And then he switches it up in the middle of it and then goes back into the original flow. I'm like, you kind of lost me in the middle there, because if that was on a beat, then the beat probably would have also switched. And even if the beat wouldn't have switched, now you're switching on the beat, which makes it different. You know, it just works differently when there's a beat versus when there's not. And I don't want to keep harping on that, but I also don't want it to make it seem like these guys weren't also 3 incredible musicians. I think they were all incredible. I just think for some people it works better. I think a cappella works better for some people than others. So, guys, if you like this video, if you enjoyed me ranting for that long and trying to make it seem like I'm not just the biggest a-hole out here, then yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. You know, please recommend Coast Contra for me, and also be ready to see another video from Harry Mack in the future, because we got Amigo bars 103 coming soon. So, guys, if you made it this far, I want to say thank you. As always, I love you. Bye.